The Local Show, sponsored by Victory in Motion, home of knee repair, not knee replacement, on News Radio 570 WSYR, on 106.9 FM, and live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. The Local Show features in-depth conversation with business owners, employees, and influential business leaders throughout Central New York, exploring their successes, challenges, and reasons for doing business right here in our growing community. The Local Show is produced locally by Zoe Advertising. Now your hosts, Tom and Steve.
You found your bastion of fun and frivolity right here on the radio.
I love that. A bastion of fun and frivolity. That's a mouthful.
It's called The Local Show.
There we go.
I'm Tom Soccocio Jr., a creative director at Zoe Advertising and host of The Local Show, along with my co-host today, who is George Powers, gpowers.com.
There we go. Powerful for you.
Yes, and it's great to have George on. Steve's a little bit under the weather. Don't worry, for those of you who, have some sick addiction to Steve,
he'll be back next week.
He'll be back next week, so you can have fun with that. We've got a guy who's back on the show, and we are so happy to have him on. His name is Dave Wilbert, and he's the owner of Sit Means Sit Dog Training. How are you doing?
Good morning, guys. How are you?
Good.
Is it okay if we call you a dog expert?
Sure.
There we go.
Yeah, I'll take it.
The dog guy.
How long you been doing this?
I started in Colorado in around 2009, and then I opened up here in Syracuse in 2012.
What were you doing in Colorado?
I was an attorney before all this nonsense.
Get out of here.
So you really gone to the dogs.
Oh, man.
That's like a Hallmark movie setup right there. You know, the guy was an attorney, and then he realizes his heart's really with dogs, and he leaves the big practice.
That's exactly what happened. You know?
Really?
I mean,
Interesting.
How else would you get into this industry?
That's right. Yeah, dealing with dogs. That just kind of changed a little bit, right?
What kind of? So you actually went to law school, took all that time.
Yep.
Had to pass a bar.
Yeah, yeah.
Did you pass the bar for New York State, or was it in Colorado?
Colorado. So
Okay.
I practiced there for 6 years. I actually had to take 2 bars because I was a patent attorney. So patent attorneys take a separate bar.
That's a tough gig, too.
Yes, I talked with Joe Stanley about patent attorneys, and he has like this hugely high respect for patent attorneys.
I think there was one in Syracuse.
Yeah. So it was,
You could have made millions doing that. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. So I practiced for 6 years. And during that time, I got a dog, Maddie. And Maddie, I got her, she was probably 2-ish when I got her.
Yeah.
She was awful.
Not well behaved.
Not at all. And I tried a lot of different things with her.
Yeah.
And finally, actually, a colleague of mine, another attorney in my office, said, "Hey, go talk to Anthony. I really think he can help you out." And boy, did he. And
was Anthony a coworker, or was
no? He was a trainer. He was a trainer in Denver.
Doug, okay,
yeah.
Gotcha.
And I fell in love with it. And I was like, "Holy cow! I think this is really what I want to do." And my wife, God bless her, she said, "Yeah, we can move back to Syracuse. You can open that up, not a problem."
Okay, was your wife from Syracuse?
Yeah, we both were.
Oh, you were both
from
Syracuse.
So this was both.
Okay.
We had her cousin. So we both grew up here. Her cousin lived in Denver, and so when I got into law school, I kind of applied all over the country, right?
Yeah.
Ended up in Denver, and I wanted to ski a bunch. So
great
mission accomplished.
Yeah.
And so this was home for both of us. And so when we decided to open up this, it made sense to come back here.
What did the wife do? What'd she do?
She was a teacher at the time.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Does she do that now, or does she help you run the business?
She helps run the business and stays home with our daughter.
Great.
So,
Yeah, that's awesome.
So that's where, and so it's nice because when I do need help, she can jump in and help. So
that's cool. Very cool. Now,
it's been a great journey.
What is the biggest mistake people make when they get a dog?
Oh boy. There's quite a few of them, but realistically, I think a big mistake that they make is they don't implement enough structure in the dog's world early on. And I see it sometimes with puppies, but it happens a lot more with rescue dogs. People get a dog. I'll use Maddie as a good example. So she was 2, right? And I have no idea what her history was. She was left in a foreclosed home, right? So I could speculate all. It was awful, right? And I could speculate all I want as far as her history. But a lot of times people get these dogs and all they want to do is love them. right? The dog had a horrible life. Let's just love, right? Well, that's fine, but if there's not structure on the back end of that, the dog turns kind of neurotic, right? Because the dog, it's a free fall of behavior, because the dog, all it understands is this love, but in reality, they really look for structure. They look for guidance, you know? And so if they're not getting that guidance from the owners, they kind of go out on their own and try to find it. And so sometimes they call it rescue dog syndrome. And so what happens is the same dogs end up in and out of the shelter time after time after time, right? And what happens is an owner gets the dog and they go, I'm just going to love the dog, but no structure. And so then the dog's behavior gets worse, and they go, well, it must be the dog. And they give the dog back up, goes back in the shelter. Next owner gets it. Oh my gosh, now they've had 2 owners. Holy cow, this poor dog.
Poor dog.
And so ultimately that to me is one of the biggest mistakes is they go, well, we'll wait and figure out, you know, let the dog kind of decompress, let the dog kind of be a dog. And in reality, whether you're going through training with us or somebody else or not, in reality, that dog right from day one is understanding this is acceptable behavior in the house, this is not acceptable behavior. And so whether you're training with us or not, you're training the dog, right?
It's very interesting that you say that, because and it's all very accurate, and it's near and dear to my heart at this time, because you know we have this puppy. Those people who listen to the show regularly, we've had her on a couple of times, and Luna she is a 50% healer, 50% border collie mix, and loving dog. However, we did not structure her properly. So consequently, Luna's been, you know, of course, she sleeps in the bed with us.
Yeah.
Should you ever have the dog? That's one of my first questions.
Sure.
Can you have your puppy sleep in the bed? Is that okay?
You can, but I always consider those privileges, not rights.
Oh,
okay. And so totally fine to do it. A lot of people love to do it,
right,
as long as the dogs can handle that behavior. So when I say privileges, not rights, if the dog starts guarding the bed, right, getting possessive of it, then your butt's not on there, right?
Right.
I have a big bay window in my living room, and one of my dogs, Storm, she loves to lay on the back of the couch to overlook the road.
Yes.
I'm good with that, right?
Yeah.
She's quiet. She doesn't make a mess or a fuss at anybody going by. If she starts growling at people going by, your butt's not up there anymore.
I see.
You know, so privilege is not rights.
And you can take that. You can make the dog not growl at other dogs and other people.
Oh, for sure.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh boy, that might be the price of it, worth the price of admission right there.
I agree.
Dave, we're going to hold you over and talk to you some more.
Great.
Because I'm selfish that way.